Hey folks, it's Javier Blog 208. It's Javier here coming to you live. Um, Hurricane Milton, I'm just giving you guys an update. Um, Hurricane Milton is about to make landfall. Not yet, it hasn't made landfall yet, but it's supposed to make landfall somewhere between, I don't even know, 9, 10. I think the latest projections are showing it's going to make landfall around 11 p.m. tonight. It is pouring buckets of rain out there at the moment. I'm just updating you guys. Not trying to get you guys to worry. Just giving you guys a very honest and fair update. It is pouring buckets of rain out there, and the winds are insane. Now, what we're seeing in the winds right now is probably maybe about 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. It's going to pick up a lot. It's going to more than double by tonight. By 11 p.m. tonight, I saw that Hurricane Milton, as it makes landfall, is going to bring 73 mile per hour winds at minimum, because that's what the weather show. I was looking at the hourly weather, and by 11 p.m. tonight, the winds are going to peak at 73 miles per hour. And right now, it's only like maybe 30 something miles per hour, but it's going to peak at 70 miles per hour, and it is just pouring and pouring right now, and it's just windy, and the wind is just everywhere. Now, I want to give you guys some thoughts. As a at heart Floridian who's already dealt with 3 hurricanes, the most severe of these being Hurricane Ian back in 2022. Until this one, I think this is going to be more severe. It is now downgraded to a Category 3. But honestly, guys, I love tropical winds. That's just honesty there. I mean, I'm worried. I'm not downplaying this, but I'm just going to be very real with you guys. Very real. Tropical winds feel so good. They feel so good. You can just be out. I can just be out there and just enjoy it, just enjoy the humid, windy, warm. It just feels so good. Wetness, it's like, because I love the tropics. And this is Florida, and you haven't really experienced Florida till you experienced a hurricane, and that's just what it is. Hurricanes are part of the Florida experience. Alligators are part of the Florida experience. The sunshine is part of the Florida experience. The beaches are part of the Florida experience. The small oceanside towns are part of the Florida experience. And obviously Orlando and Disney World and SeaWorld and blah, 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 and Miami, Key West, But hurricanes are a big part of the Florida experience. And once you've been through some hurricanes, you've been through Florida. And, but anyway, obviously we do have to continue prayers. It's like, because there are still people in harm's way of this. And I was looking at the categories, and I'm in a category purple right now. There's category red is mandatory evacuations. Category purple is not mandatory evacuations, but when we talk about flooding, it's pretty much flooding right now. I was out there, and it's like a river out there. I kid you not. It is like a river out there. Now, I'm on the second floor of my apartment, so no flooding, because I'm not on the first floor, so there's no risk of flooding up here. But it is literally like a river out there. Not like a big river, not like apocalyptic cars floating, trees floating, roofs being torn off. It's literally just it is like a little river out there, literally. I kid you not. And so much wind and rain, and we're still probably about maybe 5 hours from the worst of this hitting. Maybe 5 hours before it actually makes landfall. So I'm in zone purple. Everybody's been calling me saying, and I understand why people are worried. I understand. Everybody's been calling me, go to the shelter. And and it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I understand why people are worried. Now, let me give you my thoughts real quick on the shelters. The shelters really are for the people that really need it the most. The people in mandatory evacuation zones, the people that are homeless and on the streets out there that need a place to get away from this hurricane, and pretty much all the people along the coast that are like, they have to evacuate. They have to do it. They don't have a choice. Because if they stay, they're going to die once this thing hits. It's, like I said, it's category 3 right now. But people in zone purple or further, they don't have to evacuate. There's nobody, FEMA's not knocking on our doors saying you have to come and you have to go now. So I think that the shelters are going to be very crowded, very crowded. Lots and lots of people there, very limited restrooms. Obviously an enclosed space while people wait out the hurricane. Not much liberty to really do anything. Being crowds of people, yeah, there might be some help there, food, water, whatever. But the shelters are more like, they're like refugee camps, pretty much. Refugees from people who literally had to leave their houses, who are along the coast in St. Pete, Treasure Island, Clearwater, all those areas that are going to get hit really, really hard. People had to leave their houses. And obviously it's going to be full of people that had to leave their houses along the coast, along with a lot of people that are homeless too, who have to go somewhere because they're exposed to all this. Now some may find like buildings and bricks to write it out. Now anyway, I have spoken to, I went through a hurricane before. I went through Hurricane Ian. I was here. And that was the most powerful hurricane until today that I went through in my life. And it's that Hurricane Ian, I remember, it was just a day long of wind and rain and just winds picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up. But like I said, shelters are for all the people on the coast, for the people that absolutely have to evacuate. So they're going to be very crowded. People that are homeless who have nowhere to go. And many times, people in like very vulnerable places. Or if their houses are flooded or whatever, I don't know. And basically the way I look at it is like, reserve the shelters for the people that really need it. Before you're calling, I appreciate the calls. Like I said, it's a really kind gesture. It's like, but the people that really need the shelters are the ones that should be prioritized in the shelters. Now onto another topic. I'm going to touch on this very briefly. Like I said, airlines. I was reading and hearing that airlines, before the hurricane was hitting, were charging people $1,000+ just to fly out of Tampa. And it's crazy to think how we bailed them out with our tax dollars. So that's kind of wrong. People that are trying to evacuate, airlines are just ripping them off and taking advantage of this. That's kind of wrong. Anyway, so this is where we are. Flooding, it's like a river out there, lots of wind and rain, and 70 something plus mile per hour winds hitting Tampa by 11 p.m. tonight, along with landfall, tornado warnings, and a lot of possible flooding in a lot of places, including places around here. And I'm not surprised that places are flooding, and also possible loss of electricity. So stay safe, and I'm staying safe too. I love all of you guys. Thank you for watching this, and I just, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. We're getting close. And that's what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Winds are picking up. Winds are definitely picking up. Whoa!